Hi all, I am Pavitra. The topic for my today's presentation is Emotional Intelligence Set a Path to a Good Leader with Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. So let us detailedly discuss what is emotional intelligence and the characteristics that an emotionally intelligent person must possess within them in the upcoming slides. So moving on to the slides. So my PPT is based on the reference of Daniel Goleman's book on emotional intelligence. So we people all would have came across these type of peoples who would have been very good in their studies during their schoolings and colleges and would have also got good placements during their studies. But if we see after 2 to 3 years, those people would have not been more successful in their personal life as well as professional life. At the same time, if we see some other persons who would be very good and successful in their personal life as well as their professional life at the same time. What do you think the major difference between these two people, or what do you think that a special skill that the successful persons possess within them? That's nothing but EQ, emotional quotient, which is otherwise called as emotional intelligence. So we would all have been came across this word called IQ. IQ means if we say a person have a good IQ level, that means the person is very intelligent, very knowledgeable. But this book is that apart from an IQ, beside IQ, the person must possess EQ. The person must be emotionally intelligent to be a good leader. So let us detailedly discuss what is emotional intelligence and the characteristics that an emotionally intelligent person must possess within them in the upcoming slides. So let us move on to the next slide. So emotional intelligence with artificial intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, which is also otherwise called as emotional quotient, is an ability or a step ahead to understand the feelings or emotions of others or ourselves and manage those emotions in a very positive and a significant way. So then what is artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence is the simultaneation of human intelligence processed by machines. So these machines especially includes computer systems. So let us discuss how this emotional intelligence and artificial intelligence work together and what are the characteristics that an emotionally intelligent person must possess within them. So next slide. 5 components of artificial intelligence with emotional intelligence are deep learning, self-awareness, safety and ethics, external awareness, big data collection and processing models. Diagram picturizes the demand for emotional intelligence skill for a data science career. Emotions. So definitely we people would have all came across all these types of emotions: happy, sad, fear, anxiety, guilt, etc., isn't it? So we people all have two types of minds within us. One of the type is called as feeling mind and the another is called as thinking mind. So whatever we hear or visualize outside will be stored inside our feeling mind and will be reacted in the same way after a few minutes or after some other time when we get the same type of emotions. This is all because of the element within this feeling mind called amygdala. So what this amygdala do, isn't it? This amygdala stores all those informations and segregates all those informations what we hear and see, visualize something in a very systematic way how we should react for each and every types of situations. So what our elders would say that children are brought up by the environment. So whatever they hear or see will be stored within them and exposed in the same manner or same way how they saw from others. Same way from our childhood or all our feelings and emotions will be stored inside this feeling mind how we should react for each and every type of emotions. So whenever we get those type of a particular type of emotion, we get the response from our feeling mind and we will react in the same way how we have saw in a previous years or something else. So The example for this is definitely we people would have came across this type of emotions at least once. So the example is we people would have behaved very harsh with someone. We people would have scolded or gotten anger with our near and dear ones. And after 10 minutes, we people would have feel very guilt for that and very sorry for that. So why should we feel like that? Have you ever? We have only behaved those that harshly. We have only scolded them. We have only got anger on them. Then why should we feel guilt after 10 minutes? What's the reason behind this? Any ideas? These are all because of our thinking mind. So, whatever we have behaved so harshly, got anger, those all are because of this feeling mind. The insistence of this feeling mind have been burst out as an emotion of anger or a harsh behavior. And after 10 minutes, we people realize our mistakes and feel guilt because of the thinking mind. So, what we people would have said, our elders would have also insisted us in our younger age that please don't take any important decisions when you are sad, anger, or when you are not emotionally stable. So, this is the reason behind those advices. Emotional venting. This type of activity will be related to most of us. So when we are very angry or sad or depressed or we feel very low, what we people would have do? What we people would do? We people will take our mobile cases and automatically we go to Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp, whatever the apps, and we would upload our status of sad songs, feelings, blah blah. But we people think that these types of actions reduce our feelings, emotions or depression, but the fact is that these types of activity will not reduce our emotions. Instead, this boosts up our emotions still more. So these types of activities are called as emotional venting. Finally, moving on to the skills that an emotionally intelligent person must possess within them. So, discussing what is emotional intelligence, we people would have automatically came to a mindset that what are the skills that an emotionally intelligent person must possess within them, isn't it? So, those skills are as follows: self-awareness, self-regulations, empathy, social skills, and motivation. So, let us discuss what are these types of skills detailedly in the next slides. Moving on to self-awareness. The topmost skill of an emotionally intelligent person is a self-awareness. So self-awareness is must for a good leader also. So self-awareness is an ability of identifying our own feelings or emotions. So what makes us happy, what makes us sad, why we people feel anger, am I feeling depressed. So in short, self-awareness is knowing about ourselves, what we are. So next skill is that self-regulation. Self-regulation is a way to handle our emotions in a more appropriate or a more significant way. For example, changing our emotions or diverting our emotions by some other actions. So if we people feel very low or we people feel more depressed, we people instead of hearing those sad songs and instead of emotionally venting ourselves, we people can go out for a ride or talk to our near and dear ones, talk to our friends, etc., etc. So changing or diverting our emotions with some other activity is known as self-regulations. So let us see what are the next skills. Empathy. Empathy is the skill which we all wish to have a person with this type of skill and the person who is very empathetic with us. Empathy means understanding the needs or wants of others from their perspective or seeing a problem from others' side is known as empathy. So this is the basic and best skill that an leader must possess within them. So this will help the leader and team members to have a healthy and friendly relationship with them. and the team members also will feel very comfortable to share their doubts and queries with the leader. So therefore a leader must listen to the team members and understand their needs from their perspective and give a solution not as a leader but as a fellow team member. So this will make a healthy bond and healthy relationship between the leader and the team member. Coming on to the fourth skill of emotional intelligence is that social skill. So this is treated as one of the most important factor of being a good leader. A leader must be very interactive and socialize with the team members with a good communication skill. So this helps the leader to translate his ideas regarding the work to the team members very easily, and this will also help to develop a very friendly and healthy relationship between the team members. So the fifth skill is that motivations. So the right motivation, a correct motivation at the right times gives a tremendous success. So what the motivation is treated as the most important and essential skill of an emotionally intelligent persons. These emotionally intelligent peoples are motivated by things beyond external rewards like fame, recognitions, etc. Instead, all these, they have a passion to fulfill their own dreams and goals. So therefore, a good leader must be very motivated and must be very motivated. He must motivate himself as well as his team members at the same time for the successful completion of the work. Therefore, following all these 5 characteristics of emotional intelligence sets a path for a good and a successful leader. Finally, I would like to complete my PPT by suggesting you all the most interesting book of Daniel Goleman's book on emotional intelligence, which was very interesting, which made me to read and making me to read more. I haven't read full book. I have just gone through the gist of the book, which motivated me still more to discover on emotional intelligence and to develop more characteristics on emotional intelligence, to develop the skill of emotional intelligence. And I would also like to suggest you all this most interesting book of Daniel Goleman's book on emotional intelligence, and my best wishes for all your future. Thank you. Once again, thank you so much for all your patient listening, and hoping to have another wonderful interactions with you all very soon. Thank you.